what if it's not procrastination? What if it's actually part of the process? I was just talking with a client, and it was fascinating because the end product of actually doing the creative project is actually just part of a longer process that starts somewhere over here with it could be an assignment, it could be an idea, it could be an urge. There's a starting place, and sometimes it's kind of nebulous where it's starting, and sometimes it's really clear. But then there's a lot of steps in between, different probably for all of us, but I want to name a few that I can name and see whether you have other ideas. I would love to hear them. So there's cleaning the house, doing the laundry. I know, that seems like a procrastination, and it's a very effective one in that it gives you something accomplished while you're not doing the thing you intend to do. But what if it's actually part of the process? There's a clearing of the decks in it. There's a way that you're moving your body that gets the ideas sort of lubricating on a deeper level, right? So I posit when you're doing the dishes, doing the laundry, cleaning, that's part of the process. What about bantering ideas back and forth with a buddy? That's maybe more obviously part of the process, but an important one for a lot of us. If you're throwing ideas back and forth, you're allowing them to sort of develop energy. And, we're not actually in a vacuum. Allowing yourself to bounce off of, play with ideas with somebody else, lets those ideas develop a little bit more energy, more clarity, more parts to it. Those are two. Another one is being out in the world. I know, it seems like you're not actually doing anything, but in fact, you're taking in all this information. You're maybe taking in character ideas or textures or colors or the way that things flow. You're looking at the way the trees line up next to each other and the light comes through it, and that is actually part of developing your language, soaking it up. And then there's sitting on your phone doing games, little playing solitaire or whatever, going through Netflix. What of those? In the right moment, those are actually also part of the process, because if you've been churning and churning and churning and thinking and trying to figure, and you take a break, then what happens is that in the back of your mind, those ideas are sort of sifting out, right? So you're distracting the front of your mind to let yourself rest and let the back of your mind do the work that needs to be done, so that when you come to it, to actually sit down and put paint on paper, or to put words on paper, or to move your body, you're coming fresh. You're coming rested. That's an important part of the process too. Oh, and then there's studies, little tiny studies. I call them doodles, whatever you want to call them. But for writers, playing with words in different ways, like just rearranging words, thinking about how they sound, like little tiny playful things. For a visual artist like me, drawings are really important, or sketching with material where I'm not directing, I'm watching, I'm playing, I'm being very loose. I think any form is going to have some kind of sketch available to it. So I don't know what I've named. There's the starting point. Then there's with friends, churning it out. There's doing the dishes. There's sketching, trying ideas out. And then there's, now I've forgotten them all. There were a lot. I want to know what yours are. So please let me know. You can respond to this. You can send me an email And certainly send this on to other people who struggle with procrastination, to ask what part of procrastination might actually be part of the process. All right, Val Gilman, Taproot Arts and Insight. And again, subscribe, pass it on, look at the links below. There's all sorts of good things to get connected, more connected with me, and to send the connection out to others. All right.